So it's really cool as you walk down this trail, they have all these trees with their past and current rankings on there. 90th in the world, 2nd in the state, 52nd in the world, so on and so forth. There's not many courses out there that could have a walkway like this. Very impressive. Now let's go toss some plastic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we find ourselves somewhere very special, a course that's been recommended to me 100 times, and that is Arrowhead Disc Golf Course in Louisville, Kentucky. Currently the 55th ranked course in the entire world, and I'm really excited for this round. There's no 1,000-foot holes, no crazy bomber shots, just some old school backyard disc golf, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're starting off with hole 1, 246 feet. You want to hang dead straight for a while. Slight drift off to the right is preferred. I'm going to go with my Envy. Drifting too much. Oh my goodness, that drifted a lot, and he's currently has a fire built because there was a small tornado that came through here. I experienced it as well. So he is currently cleaning up the course, and we almost threw the Envy into a fire pit. Let's get started. Imagine losing your favorite disc by throwing it into an active fireplace. That would be a story to remember. We've left ourselves a long and tricky putt, quite a bit uphill. I'd say about 43-ish feet. And naturally, we have this tree right in front of us. Really nice first putt of the day. Wow. I don't know if that's something to be excited about or if I just cursed myself for the rest of the round. Hole 2, 199 feet. We are throwing over this ravine here, and we just want to hold some slight turn the entire way. I'm going to go with my Rhino. Oh. Man, we hit that tree. I think it would have been really good either way, but we hit that tree. It did slow the Rhino down a bit, and it parked us. Nice assist. For the 2, hole 3, 258 feet. You should just barely be able to see the top of the basket. And we do have that big tree with some limbs, making the approach kind of a low ceiling. I'm gonna go with my Envy. Oh, settle. I'm not throwing the Envy quite right. We need to dial it in. I knew it wasn't a great throw, but I didn't think that we noodled it by about 50 feet. That is just not a good look. Hopefully we can knock it down. Oh, not a bad putt. Not a bad putt at all. Today is an extremely beautiful day for disc golf. Well, that wasn't very beautiful, was it? There are so many quirky and funny little signs spread out throughout this course. I saw one earlier that said no trespassing. We're sick of hiding the bodies. And then we have the caution, area patrolled by Tack Chicken Security Company. Where do you even get that? Like, who sells that sign? Hole 4, 230 feet. It looks like we have a suspended basket up there. Pretty straightforward hyzer shot. I'm gonna go with my Envy. Hyzer, it never does. That was, oh, that was a bad shot. I don't know why I picked the Envy for a hyzer shot. It just flipped up straight and is gone. Not as bad as I thought, which is a bonus. I thought, with the uphill, I thought the Envy was the right choice. For some reason from that tee pad, it looked like we cooked past the basket. Now, I have this very narrow lane. It's only about 20 feet, but I really don't think I can make this putt. Dang. Hole 5, 318 feet, and we have our standard tunnel shot here with a pretty low ceiling with those branches growing across. I'm gonna go with my hex. Come on, be good. All right, we caught one of those low ceiling branches. It did slow us down quite a bit. I think we're gonna have a long putt. Turns out we were quite a bit shorter than I realized, which is a bummer. The hex was looking really good, but this one's close to probably 63 feet for the 2. Oh man, I deeped it. You know, I told you guys that first putt, you make a long, tricky putt on hole 1. It's kind of hard to recover from that. We've left ourselves a tricky little comeback putt for the 3. I'm shocked that went in. My back foot just completely slid out there. Hole 6, it's only 196 feet, going quite a bit downhill, just a beautiful Anheuser shot. I'm gonna go with my Rhino. Oh my goodness. Today might be a day of hitting little branches. That's kind of how it's shaping up. I liked how it looked. Got to avoid them. We have left ourselves this pretty long and tricky putt here. We have a rough lie, probably close to 50 feet to save our 2. Oh, man, that was a pretty looking putt. That was a pretty looking putt. For the par, it turns out that Arrowhead is also the last strong home for the Gnomes, and it's highly impressive. They have a cool little setup over here by the tee pad, including some nice chimes. Hole 7, 303 feet. Now we do have a whole slew of options here. We have those 2 trees if you want to go right up the gut at it. You do have room for a forehand lane. I feel like you need a little luck. And then you can hang down this right side for more of a hyzer lane. I'm going to take the right side with my Kotuku. Oh man, guys. We're just in for it today, I think. We are tree hunting today, not chain hunting, tree hunting. To nobody's surprise, we are a million miles away from the basket, and I actually wish I had my Justice right now so we could give it a little forehand flick shot, but it just means we have to get a little creative. We're probably around 75, 80 feet. I'm gonna try to go through this gap, get some turn, and then have a left finish, like a whole flight path in this putt. Oh no, it's I'm having fun. This is fun. This is disc golf fun. We are having a great time out here. Well, here we are in an also familiar feeling, a long putt to try to save our par here, probably around 46 feet uphill. Oh, Hunter. Not a good look for the brand. You know what I'm saying? Not a good look for the brand so far. For the 4, hole 8, and this is a tricky one. The tee sign has it at 238 feet, which it is just dead straight off the tee pad, but taking the fairway, it's actually a decent amount. We need quite a bit of right turn, so I think the hole is gonna play much longer. I'm not sure, this is a bit of a gamble, so I'm gonna go with a light Valkyrie. All right, that may have been too much to the right. May have been, let's go find out. One thing you see a lot with these backyard courses, believe me, I would do the same thing if I ever get the chance to build one, but no drive is ever safe. Experience this a lot at Blue Goose. It just matters where you are in relation with the trees. I have about 20 feet. I have to try to hyzer out around both of them to save our 2. Well, I hope you guys didn't come here for a putting clinic because, yeah, that's not me. Not today, anyway. Hole 9, 267 feet, and this is a very unique hole. If you can see down there, the creek zigzags through this hole. We're actually throwing over it 3 different times. Now it is tricky, tight little tunnel shot. I'm gonna go with my hex. All right, that kind of got pushed down a little bit. Again, I think we're gonna be in that long tester putt range. Come on, Hunter, we gotta knock down at least one more tester putt before the round's over. For today's hole 9 break, I want to talk about something that I did bring up loosely in the past, but it's really been resonating with me lately in my head, and that's what should make a course be in the top 100, especially coming out here to visit Arrowhead and visit Blue Goose. Now, I have filmed and been to quite a few of the top 100 courses. Now, obviously, there's a lot more that I haven't been to, but more than the average person. And it's like, it's strange because it seems very polar opposite. A lot of the top 100 courses are just juggernaut, giant courses, gorgeous landscape. The problem and the thing that pops up into my mind with those is I feel like they're aimed and catered to a very small amount of people. I know quite a few people, even back home that I've played with, that they have no interest in that. I feel like if you don't have quite a bit of distance off the tee, it makes those courses far less enjoyable. Where Arrowhead and Blue Goose, your skill level is not a factor of what makes it in the top 100. It's the experience and the enjoyment, and everybody and anybody who plays disc golf can come out and enjoy them. I'm not entirely sure like what I would change if I was put in charge of the criteria of what makes a course top 100, but I feel like everybody being able to enjoy it should be a huge portion of that. Even myself, I can throw pretty far off the tee, and some of the courses I've played on the top 100, they just feel like throw long, throw straight over and over and over again. And to me, I don't think that should be part of it at all. I do like longer courses. I love playing them, but we're talking about the top 100 in the world. Before the comments, I want you guys to pretend that tomorrow you were put in charge of creating the criteria of what makes a course top 100, and that's what I want you to put in the comments below. The things that always seem to rise to the top for me are these backyard courses with a ton of character and just a strong energy, strong community around them. When I think of top 100 courses I visited, and even ones that aren't on there, the courses that will always stick out in my brain are places like this: Arrowhead, Blue Goose, Birdie Ridge. You know, Birdie Ridge, course-wise, is nothing, you know, out of this world, but the experience of going there is something you will remember forever. And as always, guys, if you are enjoying the content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to jump on the website if you want to check out any merch or used discs. I have a lot of them on there. Thank you. Hole 10, 257 feet. Now, this is a tricky fairway, one of those deceivingly hard ones. The basket's right up there, but we have to go straight, and then it is a pretty sharp left turn, but you can't keep turning. Once you hit that turn, you want to flip up and stay straight. Very difficult to reach the pin. I'm going to go with my Leopard. I think we're quite a bit short, but I'm happy. I am happy with that shot shape. We've left ourselves another tricky one, probably about 45 feet, big straddle putt for the 2. Oh, I can't wait to edit this video, and that way I get to relive all of these putts again. You get it? Bad joke? Hey, I'm out here trying my best, all right? Hole 11, 195 feet. Now, I brought the Scepter just in case we needed some flick shots, and that's what we have here. The basket is tucked way up there off to the right, but it is a pretty narrow little Mando that we have to hit off the tee. Oh, heartbreaker. Heartbreaker. I felt like that was just pure. I'm excited for another 50 footer. Come on, Hunter. Come on, Hunter. My only question is, serious question, where is the Disc Golf World Championships of putting? Where is it and how do I get invited? Hole 12, 262 feet. We have a very narrow fairway in front of us and the basket is tucked off to the right. Now, I'm not worried about that right finish at all. All I'm trying to do is hit that initial gap. Wherever the NV lands, we can try to make something work from there. You know what I think the problem is? I'm rocking the waist towel and I just don't think I'm cool enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I brought the satchel bag and I didn't want it to drag on the ground, so I thought I'd try it. And I just don't think I'm to that level yet. Like, I would need like an arm sleeve or something with it. I just don't think I'm cool enough to rock it. Two routes for our approach shot here. We have this backdoor hyzer lane, and then we have this little flick forehand lane. I think I'm gonna try the forehand with my scepter. Get up there. Alrighty, that tree hit did not help. Kicked us back quite a bit. Gonna be a tester. We did land quite a bit farther back here than I initially thought, making us really have to work for our par. Oh man, it did the job. Not well, but it did it. One of just many interesting turns and situations you can find yourself in out here at Arrowhead. A lot of signs, a lot of speed limit signs, and the highest one I see is only 45. So I guess I can't throw drives anymore because I'd be breaking the law. I'm full of them today. Hole 13, it's only 181 feet. Pretty standard hyzer shot here. I'm gonna go with my champion Rhino. Oh, I think that was really close. I'm not entirely sure. May have been a little too cocky. Let's go find out. See, that's 3 putts in a row. When people say retire while you're on top, I think this is the moment that they're referring to. Hole 14, 215 feet, and this fairway gets narrower the closer you get to the basket. I'm gonna go with my champion Rhino. Oh, get left. All right, that was a pretty straight Rhino throw. I kind of thought we'd get that left finish. Let's see what we got. For the 2. Is that a donkey? What was that? I don't. Hole 15, 226 feet, just a gradual hyzer the entire way. I'm gonna go with my champion Rhino. Get over, don't hit it. And we hit it. Decent tree kick though, decent tree kick. Kicked us towards the basket at least. We are parked behind this big tree here. Now, it's really a coin toss if we want to go with the hyzer or the anhyzer putt. I think I'm going to try the anhyzer. We've had enough straddle hyzer putts already. Really nice putt. Feels good to start hearing that sound again. Hole 16, and this is a bit of a blind one, 207 feet. And as the sign this little guy's holding says, don't go left. The basket is somewhere down there off to the right. I'm gonna go with my Rhino. Way too high in the air. Way too high in the air. Ugly, ugly shot. You can't say that they didn't warn us. Going left was a very, very bad idea. I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna manufacture a putt out this. It wouldn't be so bad, but this vine is just growing diagonal right through our path here. So I'm gonna try to ride this right side, get a left finish with our hammer. Oh, pretty good run. I was worried. I'm not sure how we were gonna get the height, because the higher we push for it, the smaller gap we had to hit. I will gladly take that though. Hole 17, 324 feet. Now this is just a standard hyzer out through the woods, or you can take this really cheeky, very tough inside lane. It's really hard to get this angle off the tee. You need to come in on a hyzer, flip up, and drift off back to the right. Now, we have to try it, and I'm gonna go with my hex. Oh, so close. It's so hard to hit this angle and still allow the camera to see. Let's see what we're left with. We do have a few options from this position. We can go with this kind of backdoor and hyzer shot. We can go with a big hyzer. We could even go with a skip shot if we wanted to, which that's my thought exactly. Oh, not bad. I'm still searching for the day that I make a skip shot. For the three, I felt the headwind, didn't do anything about it. Poor disc golf. And rounding off our very exciting day here at Arrowhead, we have hole 18, 196 feet, an absolutely beautiful ace run with the double man down. Now, in the satchel bag, I have 8 discs. We will be throwing all of them to try to get an ace. The scepter, there's no chance, so more like 7. Let's see if we can end on a good note. First will be the Rhino. This is the one that counts, the rest are just for fun. Oh, 2 overturned, never had a chance. Oh, of course. It's the one that we hit the Mando with. 3 of the 7, including our tee shot, ended up in the creek. Not a great way to end the round. And that wraps up a very fun and interesting day out here at Arrowhead Disc Golf Course in Louisville, Kentucky. And guys, my biggest takeaway is you're gonna remember this round forever. The amount of character and folk art and just all of the interesting things spread out throughout this course will keep your eyes searching every single hole. You're gonna find something new, like an owl or a deer, or you might find some gnomes or some wooden people holding signs. Like it's never ending, and you probably won't see it all your first time through. Every single disc golfer in the world can come to Arrowhead and have an absolute blast. You will be entertained and focused. You need to stay focused the entire round. It is a shorter course, but a lot of these holes have tighter lines than they may look on film, and it can definitely take your lunch. And that's what it did to me today. I did not play well at all, but I had a great time doing it. So keep in mind, guys, there is a full 27 holes here. And I know I'm gonna get a bunch of comments that I should have played them all, but you guys know the rule. 18 hole film sessions. If you wanna see the other holes, come out here and check them out for yourself. It does leave an element of surprise. There are a ton of benches here. The tee signs are great. The tee pads are great as well. They are pavers, but they are quite flat and maintained. There's trash cans, recycle bins. What more do you want, guys? We have a private backyard course with a ton of character and a round that you will remember forever. With all of that being said, I don't see how I give Arrowhead anything other than a 10 out of 10. It marks off everything on my list. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Now it's your turn to go toss some plastic. They have a great mixture of just really out there kind of wacky stuff hanging around, and then some just jaw-dropping stuff here. That is wood. This is carved out of wood. It's very impressive. I could have probably 6 minutes of just B-roll capturing all of the uniqueness around this course, but what would be the fun in that? You guys got to come here and check it out for yourself. So when you guys are playing here and you see this thing hanging, it's got a little hammer, and I was like, oh, this will be a cool video. It's so loud. It's ear-shattering loud. So I'm giving all of you a warning. One little tap, I mean, it's so loud. And I hardly, that's just the wind blowing the hammer into it. You wind up on that sucker and you're gonna regret it. Oh yeah, this is right up my alley here. We got the old XD, the big bird rock. Over there, we got a super rock. You don't see those very often. A wombat. Let's see what the other side has to show us. There we have a PFN Pro Firebird. We have a circle stamp eagle. Really cool. I love this. I'm surprised I haven't seen more of this. I think it's the first time I've ever seen an archway of old vintage discs.